fantastic.
We're doing good.
Pretty good.
Yes, sir.
So Matt, what did you say? We're not in the same place?
No, we're not in the same place. This does not look like our studio.
It doesn't. It really did. It really
It's a
doesn't.
little bit
But
brighter.
A little bit, kind of in a way. But we are also something else. No,
What are we, Gavin? Live. Boom. Second time's charm.
Way better.
Way better, yeah. There was we said this before. There was like a whole month, 2 month that we were just offbeat.
Dude, it was a lot of the time. It was for the because we were doing it online and we were using like Discord and like we're trying all these different things, and we were almost a full second off of each other. So it would be like like we would be recording, but we would hear each other instantly through Discord. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you would hear each other, but it wasn't syncing up right, and so we would be like live, and then he'd be like live, and it was not.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, it was a little bit rough,
But like I said before we had to do this take two. This is the final, one of the first trips we have had outside of the group chat. It's that big meme. It's where it's like everyone talks about doing these big things, going to Cali, going to China, going to Cabo, but we actually went to Colorado, drove 1,700 miles.
Yep.
Well, over that because we had to stop for gas, pull over, stuff like that.
Yeah.
2,000 miles.
2,000.
And we are here. So,
Leave tomorrow.
here's the first question.
True.
Was the drive worth the trip?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
For the most part, I think.
We
I
did
would
almost
rather
die a couple
fly.
times.
Yeah.
Next, if we come back, I would prefer to fly.
Yeah.
I think.
Listen, realistically, almost every time all of us are together, we almost die at least once.
That's actually a
Yeah.
really good fucking point.
Yeah. Something happens.
That is facts.
Something happens every time.
Yeah.
But no, I would say I enjoyed the drive. I don't think it was like as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
The sunburn was a little bit annoying.
Yeah. I can't believe you got something.
See what Gio when the top was down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think like it was about when we were. The hardest part was Illinois, because we hadn't seen anything cool yet, right?
And then we see everything.
So we hadn't hit St. Louis yet, and we're just endless cornfield. We're just driving, and that was the hardest 3 hours or 4 hours for me, because I was like,
Indiana?
Well, yeah, it was Ohio, nothing to look at.
Yep.
Nothing worth looking at.
Right.
Down in
Indiana,
Ohio.
nothing to look at except for Lucas Oil Stadium, and then
Illinois.
Illinois. Yeah, there we go.
Illinois.
And then Illinois, and it was nothing. It was nothing. And then it was St. Louis, and we went to Kansas City, and so I mean,
Yeah. No, it was cool. And I actually I did this drive a while ago, and it was nice to do it again because with you guys it was a lot more fun. Plus, we got to see a lot of shit. Like when we got to St. Louis, I mean, hats off to Gio for telling us to go there. It was the what was it, the Blues Deli?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that deli.
Yeah.
Blue City Deli.
Blue City
City,
Deli.
Blue
yes.
City Deli. Yeah.
That was really cool.
Shit was fire.
Yeah, that was really good food. I don't know if either of you guys want to elaborate
Dude, at
on it.
first I was like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to eat that. I'm not hungry. And then you guys walked out with the sandwiches. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
that looks pretty good.
I was getting so irritable because we had been driving at that point for
Way
however
too
many
long.
hours, and I was getting irritated. And I was like, bro, I just want to just get to where we're trying to go. And then I started checking it out. I was like, oh, this actually is a dope place.
Yeah,
So there
yeah,
you go.
without a doubt.
Yeah, and then that barbecue in Kansas City.
Barbecue in
That
Kansas City.
Barbecue was pretty
sick.
good.
What was that? It was like
Q36?
Q3, yeah.
Yeah.
Q39.
No, that was a
Got
great
it.
spot. And this is also the furthest.
You are 10 for 10.
This is
Yeah,
also
Hermano.
the furthest I've been outside of the state, your home state.
Really?
Same.
By a lot. Well, how far away was Olean? Well, how far away is Niagara Falls?
not even.
Not
Not
that
even,
far.
yeah.
It's probably about maybe half.
Because
of
we
it.
drove 3 hours to get there.
Not even.
Yeah.
And then we
No?
drove. And then you guys probably drove
No.
another hour
I
or
think it's
two.
like
Bro, we
500
drove.
miles.
Wait, we drove for.
Yeah,
we
it's
drove
a
for
third.
3 hours.
It was a 3 hour trip to Olean.
No, it wasn't.
How long was it?
It was 5 hours.
Same thing.
Or
Where
7
were you,
hours.
Connecticut?
Or something.
Was that the
No,
Connecticut
we
trip?
was. No, it was just it was upstate New York.
Olean, New York. Yeah.
So I don't remember. It was I thought it was 5 or 6 hours.
It might have been 5 or 6 hours.
was
I
it?
don't know.
To Niagara Falls, I believe it's 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, most likely at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I drove to Boston with Caitlin 2-3 years ago.
Welcome to Boston. But yeah, no, it was cool. I did like the deli a lot, and I know like I was a little skeptical about it because I mean we drove through a rough part of St. Louis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What was
And-
it, Broad Street?
I mean, a lot of St. Louis isn't a great spot.
Yeah,
but
and it was a good spot. It was
Whatever.
a place like caught in time. They had all like different blues artists or different people that kind
Yep.
of went and performed there, and it was sick. And the food was.
we got free merch from it.
That's true.
Well, you
Facts.
did. I bought my T-shirt.
You bought your T-shirt.
Yeah.
Gio got the hat.
Yeah.
And I gave Gavin the other one
I got
because
the
I won't
sticker.
wear it. And Matt got a dumbass sticker.
I got a cool ass sticker. Excuse me.
They got the same cool sticker
And a hat.
and a hat and a shirt.
Yeah,
The
but
shirt's pretty sick.
yeah.
This man got a full outfit.
Yeah, man.
And then Gio found that barbecue spot over in Kansas City.
Yeah.
I will
And-
say though, it was really strange because as soon as we walked in, I was like, all right, this is going to be like a higher end barbecue spot, you know. It reminded me of like a Firebirds kind of, or like a
Yeah.
something.
The look of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can understand that.
So when we sat down, it was like, all right, this is going to be good.
And then the waiter goes, yeah, you know, this has an award, this has an award, this has an award,
Yeah.
this has an award.
Their
I'm like,
service was
Jesus.
impeccable.
I know. I tipped them well.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were fantastic.
Yeah.
Food was really good.
Food
Even
was
the guy that was coming
phenomenal.
out bringing the food was a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember him, but sure, yeah, he must have been a nice guy.
The people that were literally behind us were like kind of like glancing over at us like because we had so much food.
And we housed
Yeah.
most of that
The
food.
only thing that I took back was like a small portion of my
Poutine fries.
poutine fries,
Yeah.
and even then I was like, you know, I was like, I'm just gonna save these for later. And I forgot about them.
Those nachos, I housed those nachos by myself.
Yeah, those
39,
were- yeah.
dude, those were insane.
know.
I think we've eaten nachos at almost every spot.
Yeah.
Nachos are a must.
Yeah.
I feel
Besides
like
the Thai place.
I feel like you can kind of judge a good place off its nachos.
Yeah.
Like if you can nail nachos, you can nail anything. You know what I mean?
Which is so simple. Like, nachos are such a simple thing,
Oh yeah.
but they're so easy to fuck up.
Yeah.
What was that
'cause,
American spot here in Colorado that we went to?
Oh, it was over by the Dicks.
Their nachos were
Those
Yeah,
nachos
they
were
were
good.
decent.
They were
Oh,
decent,
yeah.
Except, yeah, they had the lime flavored chips, which I don't personally like, but
Extremely
everyone else
overpowered.
liked them.
Yeah.
I did. Dude,
I enjoyed it.
bro.
That
It
burger.
took like 35 minutes to get our food.
Yeah, well, let's get. We're jumping off track on timeline here. 'Cause we were just at Kansas City.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, barbecue was good, and they had their most famous or the number one wings in the world.
Yeah, that was one of the awards they won. It was literally
Yeah.
voted world's best
It was
wing.
that and their brisket.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
was,
I
like,
had the
their-
brisket. I had the pork belly, the brisket, their apple slaw fries, and then the nachos.
Gotcha.
Which
Yeah, it was-
sounds so much bigger than what it really was.
They were good portions, and I only spent like $20.
I'm just gonna check the food real quick.
I got poutine fries and I got a pulled pork sandwich. Came to $21.04 or something.
That's not bad at all.
No.
For,
Yeah, up
For
in
a
like
lot
PA,
of food?
Nah.
Philly.
In PA, that's like 30.
at least.
You know.
Easily.
Well, a couple weeks ago, I was trying to get a sandwich from I don't really remember where, or Subway or something, and it was like 13. It was like $12.95 or $13, and I was like, what?
Bro, your food ain't good enough.
I was like-
Subway.
Yeah, I
No.
was like, what?
Eat fresh.
Like I was so mind blown. Well, you know, like Salad Works, they're like $13 a salad.
Works.
Well,
Love
depending on the
Salad
salad,
Works.
I've actually never had Salad Works.
it's pretty cool.
Fire.
It's kind of like a.
Well, salads don't actually work. They're like a vegetable.
It's
Wow,
kind of
weird.
like a Chipotle, but for salads. Like it's like an assembly line. You just make whatever salad you want. It's like $13. I was like, for $13, I can make my own. Like, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, I got you.
So after that, got in the car, and we decided that we were just going to try to trek out. We had 5 hours, I think, right?
Yeah.
5 hours.
Well, hold on.
8
Here's how
hours.
it started. It was either we stay in Kansas City
Yeah.
or we drive. That was the original plan. And I'm like, okay, guys, just so you know, we're going to be driving through a little bit of a tornado warning. We're all like, big dig it. You know what? Fuck it. We got it.
Yeah.
We got it. So we get in the car. We switch cars. I drive for the next 3 hours of it.
Yeah.
2 hours. And then me and Matt switch. We forgot one important detail from before me and Matt switching. The gas pump.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
Drove off with a gas pump in the car.
I couldn't believe it.
That was
Because
great.
you were in the front seat, and I was like, and I heard, whoosh. I So what the fuck?
I didn't rip it off.
No,
it just was in the car and it fell. So just get out the car.
It was in the hole,
put
and
it
then
back
it was not in the
in.
hole.
That was great.
Yeah, that was getting to the point where I was getting a little tired because I've been driving for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we were
without
all
Yeah.
exhausted. You know, I think we were like going into that storm in Kansas. I think kind of like it was kind of like well for me at least it was like a wake up call. Like, all right, we're really out there. You know?
This is not a joke.
yeah, this is not a game.
The Mother Nature quote that I said, or it was God, said we can't get into a dick measuring contest with God. His is over a bunch of states. Mine's over a couple inches.
yeah.
Can't really
You got
do
inches?
all that.
Yeah, no, it was pretty scary. Just going through the storm, just being like not knowing what even to look for, like how to
Oh yeah,
judge it.
it's like, oh yeah, hey guys, is that a tornado?
Is that-
It's
Bro,
like,
it
it's a
looked
line.
like it. I'll try to put it
was
up
a
so they can-
straight line
yeah,
going down, and we're like,
yeah.
I literally just put my foot to the floor. I'm like, yeah, let's just get out of it. We're cool.
Yeah, I was tweaking.
We were having. I mean, it was fun though. Like we were tweaking, but we were also like, yo, like
Well,
that.
see,
It was
here's the
crazy
thing,
shit though.
Is I was tweaking.
yeah.
But then once we switched, and then that wind advisory happened, I was like, oh, okay, it's just wind advisory.
It's just
right at the
wind.
tornado.
It's just wind.
Yeah.
Let me
then,
tell you. And I've already
I
told
got
you
a
guys this like
bicep
6
pump
times.
From
We
steering
were
wheel.
driving through, and then all of a sudden, I could not see less than 2 feet, 3 feet in front of me.
Yeah, that's when I was like, yo,
Slow
turn your high
down.
beams off, slow down. Like,
And I did, and then my car, like literally, it went, and it
we shifted to the other lane.
shifted the end of the lane, and I was like, and all my lights went on. I'm like, dude, this is not gonna go well.
Yeah, when you lose traction in the middle of a windstorm, it doesn't work too
Dude,
well.
I had no idea.
Yeah, Gavin's sitting back there watching TikToks on his headphone. He's watching a YouTube. It buffers. He opens it, and me and Matt are talking. We're like, yeah, we probably should pull over. Like this wind's bad. And Gavin goes, wind?
Dude,
Wait.
I was. You don't understand how shocked I was. Like the entire time, we're talking about tornadoes. We're talking about, like some crazy stuff
Hail,
happening.
shit like
yeah.
that.
And so we're finally in the clear. We're driving, and I'm like, all right, well, nobody's really saying anything. I'm gonna put my headphones on, vibe out, and I did that. And I
Oh, the ribs.
I'm like feeling the car move, and and I see them talking like nonstop. So I pop my headphone off, and I'm like sitting up. I'm like, what's going on? And they're freaking out. They're like, we got to pull over. No, Matt.
I don't know about
keep. No,
we
no,
weren't
you were freaking out. You can know.
Well,
you
no,
can-
I was freaking out at Matt at certain points because he goes, yeah, dude, if we drive slow, the wind doesn't pull as much. It speeds up to 70.
Yeah.
I mean, like it was a 75.
And then you guys were like, it's wind. So we have to pull over.
Wait,
Gavin goes, are you
Well,
fucking
to be
kidding
fair,
me?
his car
What do you
moved
mean?
around a lot with even just a little bit of wind.
Yeah.
Well, how was it in
Driving.
Gio's car? Because I know you guys weren't. You were in a separate car than
Dude.
we were.
He was loving it, dude. I was sketched out.
In the tornado warning, I thought it was kind of fun, but the wind, because I was already tired. At
was-
that point, I'm getting pissed off.
It
at
was
this.
it was a game for me. Like it was like at first it was like, oh
Yeah.
cool, tornado warning. Woo.
And then we're like, oh fuck.
and then I had that coming to Jesus moment where I looked to my right and I went, wait a minute. and then because it wasn't only like a lot of the times like I watch a lot of like tornado videos and stuff because I've never seen one. A lot of the time, they'll touch for a couple seconds, move on. But this cloud formation I was looking at was at least like half a mile wide. And I
This
was
is the
like,
one yeah, this is gonna drop.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking
and that's
about.
like that coming to Jesus moment where you're like, hey.
Well, imagine that, but in a convertible.
Dude, I would.
Well, it wasn't
That
rain.
shit's
We're talking
sketchy.
about when it was pouring ass rain on us.
Yeah. Yeah, you went through all that rain in the convertible with the top down?
No.
Oh, I was about to
Afterwards,
say.
he put the top down.
Wait, hold on.
You put the top down in the windstorm.
Yeah, I put the top down. Kevin was like, "Hey, bro, you better put it up. Looks like it's gonna get bad up there." I'm like, bullshit." I mean,
Wait, come closer and tell us.
Radar said it was. Let's say it was three.
Can they hear him?
No.
Hey, come over.
Let me hop in. Okay. All right, so say it was
No, no, no,
340.
side.
What the this way?
Yeah.
All right, work. So say it was 340. Kev's like, "Yo, put the fucking top up. It's gonna get nasty." I'm like, he just bitching.
Well, I looked at my phone. I was like, this isn't right.
And I saw the phone. I saw your phone. I was like, all right, bro, but that's like 15 minutes.
He said, give me an hour.
It
I
was
like,
almost
no.
like, you know how you wake up in the morning and you wake up 15 minutes before your alarm goes off and you like, fuck,
Yeah.
man, I can squeeze that 15
Yeah,
motherfucking minutes in. It was that scenario. But then I succumbed to it. I was like, all right, maybe he's got an idea. Maybe he's right about this. I was like, I looked at him and said, look, I'm going to put this motherfucking timer on and see how much time we actually had. So, I kid you not. I think we had 12 minutes and 36 seconds until the rain just started pissing. I'm like, damn, Carol, that was a good ass call.
Dude, the whole time I was like, you should put the top up. You should probably put the top up. He was like,
But it felt
nah, that's
nice.
cool.
It felt nice.
Now, was that only because of the rain, or was it because you didn't want to drive through that storm, whether rain or not, with the top?
I didn't want to drive through that storm regardless. That shit was so scary.
I don't care if it was
you
like a
guys
tank,
were talking about
bro.
a fucking tornado warning. I'm over here shitting bricks the whole
That's
time. And
fucking
Cody was like,
amazing.
"Well,
I
we
was
should be
excited for
alright."
that. I was excited for the tornado warning because I was kind of hyped, and I was like, all right, we'll be fine. But I had my come to Jesus moment. I was big chilling with like the wind, but I had my come to Jesus moment when all of a sudden,
Stop coming on Jesus, man. You're something
Dude,
else.
that's
dude, it's my
Cool,
favorite.
Just making my fucking
Anyways,
head go.
but my point being is my coming to Jesus moment. All right, was when I'm in the car. And all this dust is circling my car. And I can't see nothing. My high beams come down. I drop it down to like 60. And my car goes, comes over and like lands. And I was like, oh, no, it doesn't get like picked up, but it gets moved to the other lane. And I was like, oh, man, I'm a big man in a very bigger world with a bigger God. And it was just that like, okay.
What?
Well,
Hey, yo.
what? Does that not make sense?
Whose man's is this?
Am I drunk? Am I
Is
drunk?
this your man's?
Am I drunk?
So my man's.
Is
Am I
this your,
drunk?
is this your
I'm
guy?
not
This your
drunk.
man?
So first of all,
I
this
did
man's-
finish
this
a whole
man-
bottle
this
of
man-
wine.
This
Give me the
man
rest of
started
that.
off. This man started off with
That's a good one.
talking about
That
the
is a
tornado in Kansas. Ended up back like 4 hours after this talking about the wind. Nah, bro.
Hold on.
So-
Before you even start that, can I just? I didn't get to ride with him in the car, which is like based off of his stature. You know how I made fun of him last night because he walks
Yeah.
like he got a fucking ruler up down his back. Was he driving like this the whole time?
Not really.
I mean, like,
I feel like I feel like he has to
really.
move his
was pretty
whole body
relaxed.
like this to turn the motherfucking
No.
wheel. I'm just saying.
no.
Tag it out. Tag out. Tag out. Tag
No,
out.
that's real quick. I just need to. It was literally only during the wind that I noticed that he's lats locked and he's just like you
Listen,
saw
bro,
his
what's-
arms shaking.
What's the
Yeah.
best way for the
Physically.
bench? Lats locked, shoulders tucked.
He was ready.
I was ready to press that car out of it if we needed to, bro. I was there.
Yeah.
Dude, that would have been so funny to watch. Just him, just not moving it an inch, and we're just like, dude, that would just get
Listen, we said it-
swept away in the wind.
I've been saying this the entire trip. My AAA can get us to Colorado and back to Colorado.
Listen, but we're
a
in
good one.
Colorado.
I know, so we can just drive home, drive
Drive home,
back,
yeah, okay.
and then go back. That's how
Yeah.
many miles my towing has on my AAA.
So that one's a little
Like I
less
can go 3
dry
times.
than this.
I can go across the country
See, I
and
like driving.
almost all the way.
Okay,
back.
wait. We're starting two different conversations.
Yeah.
You're talking about AAA. He's talking about wine.
Let's keep it on AAA. Keep it on AAA.
Yeah, so we were talking about that, and then Matt goes, well, dude, I don't want to have to use the AAA. I'm like, listen, I don't care if we have to use it there, back, one way or another. We're getting to Colorado.
Yeah. It was never like a concern for me.
No, I mean, it'll give us a little bit more room because we can just leave all of our shit in the car, and then we can just be in the tow truck.
Yeah. It's kind of like this chart that I found on Sigma Chad TikTok, where it's like, you know, this TikTok, where it's just like,
I don't have TikTok.
yeah, you do. You have 2 of them to be exact.
Oh,
no, you might have 3.
I don't have the app
You
anymore.
might have 3.
Get wrecked, nerd.
Kevin posted foot pics on the Tiki Taki, bro.
You gotta make money somehow,
Hey,
dog.
yo.
We gotta make a living.
Are you
Yeah,
trying to hide the fact
sure.
that you have TikTok?
No.
Definitely.
The government knows you have it, but
Just because you took it off your home screen
Well, it's
don't mean
there.
you don't got it.
It's there. I never
it's
deleted
in like
the
a,
account.
Right,
it's in like a
exactly.
calculator app or
Anyway,
something.
dude, when was it in fucking Kansas that we stopped? I woke up and you were like, fuck this, I'm going to sleep.
Oh yeah, so it was after this. We was like 50 miles behind y'all because my dumbass forgot to take off the avoid highways. We was trying to head over there,
yeah.
so we were like driving off. I'm like, this is real scenic. This don't seem right. Like, there's a highway over there, and I checked it out. I'm like, fuck, this put us like 30 minutes behind,
Yeah.
and we was already tired at that point.
Dude, I woke up and he
I'm
pulled
gonna get
into
you
this
there. I'm gonna get us
parking
there. I'm
lot.
gonna get us there. I'm gonna get us there.
All right.
You follow up after. So we're driving, right? And I'm fucking tired. Like, you ever been driving before? And if you, well, no shit, we've all driving. But like when you looking at the motherfucking road and your eyes, and you ain't cross-eyed, and your eyes start doing this. I'm like, yeah, all right, it's time to go. Cause who the fuck trying to swerve in the middle of fucking Kansas or Bumble? All right, maybe some people got a death wish, but not me. So we're in Missouri. And it's bad. It's bad. I'm fucking up. I can't even drive straight.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, I gotta find a spot to pull over and sleep. And the only option was, all right, so hotels, public parking. It's got plenty of lighting. Maybe a few sketchy characters in there doing meth. Because what the fuck else they do in Missouri? So I'm like, all right, let's find a spot. Back alley. Not in the back alley, but behind the hotel.
Right.
There was lights. And it was like a truck parked there. So I'm like, all right, maybe this is a good spot to camp down at. So I pull in there, right? I said, Kev. He said,
I
So
woke
you,
up,
I was
I
like,
was
bro, you
sleeping all
tired? He's like, yeah. I'm like, good. We're gonna take a 15-minute nap. Then we get on the fucking road to catch up with these motherfuckers. I go out. I grab my blanket. I tuck up nice. I swear to, this is like the most fucking perfect timing. I'm nodding the fuck out. You never get to that point where like okay, oh, I'm about to fall asleep now.
Yeah, yeah.
And as soon as I get to that point, I hear. I'm like, no. I open up my eyes. This bitch is in a, and I mean bitch as a term for a motherfucker who fucks up my sleep. Anybody can be bitch. This one just so happened to be a female. This bitch pulls up in a pickup. Now, mind you, the pickup's rusted up. It's fucked up. It's green. I don't trust people to drive green pickups. This is the wrong type of people. Another weird thing. This motherfucker had nothing but cardboard boxes folded up in the
Dude,
back
it
of
was
their
weird.
truck.
And they just decided to pull in.
So
right in front of
yeah, I'm not enough. And I see, I'm like, fuck. So this is the point where you gotta leave. Because if I stay here any longer, I might get a fucking needle in my neck and wake up in the back of somebody's van. So I wake up and I'm like, I was like, fuck. So the weird thing they did was so we're parked towards the hotel facing the back of it. This motherfucker pull in, right? They pass us. Then they back up. Then they go forward again. Then they try to like park in the spot across, but they said fuck that. Then they go forward again. And mind you, the whole time that car is cutting the fuck out. Like she keeps cranking this motherfucking engine. She's like backing up. Drives forward. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So we pull off, and then we go behind this other hotel across the street. And at this point, I'm like, all right, we might get some sleep here. And then I was like, yeah, this dog don't hunt. Kevin over
I
there saying,
offered to take over. I was like, bro, just sleep. It's
all
cool.
right, yeah, and he said that. He said, I'll take over. I was like, there's no way he's more awake than I am.
This motherfucker goes, nah.
I said, no, yeah, I was like, nah, I got this. So I was like, look, I'm going to get us there, but you ain't going to like the way I'm going to do it. And then what'd you say after that?
I said, what did I say?
He said, dude, I can just roll the window down. I was like, nah, that ain't going to work.
That's right.
I was like, nah, I need to win. I need music. So I had the leftovers from Q39, that barbecue spot. Ate a couple of them shits. I'm in the parking lot with the fucking top down, eating a fucking rib, getting ready to fucking go. Kevin over here gonna run over behind the dumpster, take a piss. He got back in the car. I'm like, you got that bubble gum? Because I need something to chew on. He's like, yeah, I got that bubble gum. I don't know why I gave you the suave voice, but it's going to be for my storytelling and my storytelling only. You get the suave voice. He like, yeah, I got that bubble gum.
Cool with it.
Hey, that sounds kind of sus.
I bet it's bubblegum.
And then we chewed it. And then we driving, and the gust picks up, like y'all warned us about. Like there's a wind gust coming up. And why don't you tell them what we was experiencing on the road? Set the scene. What did I look like? What did you look like? And how the fuck
right.
do we drive?
So tops down, windows are like pretty much all the way down. We both got blankets on and sweatshirts, doubled up. It's super windy, dark out, dust all over the place. You're barreling down the highway at like 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
This guy goes, I got some tunes for you. He puts on Easy Rider by Action Bronson. So imagine that.
Everybody has a set list of songs that they play regardless if they're tired or not to wake them up.
Yeah.
So like I got like my handful of songs. Like what we got? We got the Sweater Weathers.
Yeah.
All right. Any other Action Bronson I can be awake to. The Bad Touch. Y'all remember that song? You and me, baby, ain't not any song that gets your head moving. If you tired of shit, will probably keep you awake a little bit longer. And then the Saving Grace. I think one of y'all, I think you called Kev, or somebody called Kev and said, hey, we got a hotel coming up. Cody did. So we got a hotel coming up. I'm like, oh, thank God. Because I was like, in my brain, I was like, I'm ready to go 4 hours. But like the back of my head, I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't lasting 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
Get off the road.
I was the same way. Well, the thing was, when we left Q39, I was like, all right, I can make it the last like 6 hours, but because I was like, well, Cody will drive. Cody said he'd drive like 2 or 3 hours. I'm like, word, I'll take the rest. That's fine. And I slept a little bit, and then I got up and I was like, oh fuck, dude.
I just want to say shout out to Jocko Go, the best energy drink in the world. Kept me up for like enough hours.
If you guys want to sponsor us, please hit us up.
Jocko Winlink, you're dope, bro. Sponsor the podcast and let me get a crate of that shit. It's delicious. I'm out.
I'm back. And
But yeah,
since we're talking about that drive and me and you switching, when we switched in Kansas? Yeah, in Kansas. I was so tired. Remember when I got out of the car and I was talking to you guys? There was not a word of English coming out of my mouth, bro. There was nothing. No English was coming out of my mouth. It sounded like I was absorbently drunk.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then we stopped at that rest area where my stall was locked by a piece of tape.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It do be like that.
No, I was very glad to get out of Kansas, and for some reason, the last 2.5 hours, like after we get into Colorado, I feel like the last 2.5 hours went by super slow. It wasn't until
From Kansas to
no, like when we got into like from Love's, the gas station,
Yeah.
from there that we stopped at until we got to like into Denver, it felt long.
Oh, that was like right over the border.
Really?
That was like 20 minutes over the
Yeah.
border.
There was
dude, that went by
nothing-
so quick for me.
There was
Dude,
nothing
no.
to look at. There was nothing. I was awake. I couldn't sleep. You know what I mean? Like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
'Cause-
started playing Score Yellow Car.
Yeah. Literally at that point, dude, I was like, I wasn't like tired. I was gonna fall asleep, but I was just so
Ready
sick
to get out
of
of the car.
driving. I was irritable. I was like, no one did anything just in particular. I was irritable. I hated the world. I was like, I just want to get to this fucking Airbnb.
All right, so let me ask you guys, how do you guys feel about the trip? Now that we're approaching the final days of being here in this Colorado state, how do we like? Who wants to go first?
I
Dude.
was very nervous going into it with the drive ahead of us.
Yeah,
And then going to a place that nobody here was familiar with.
right.
But we got here, and immediately I was extremely comfortable with the area.
Right.
And I
Well,
definitely... What happened?
He smacked his.
smacked his elbow.
Oh, it wasn't that funny, was it?
Damn.
Kill yourself. Fuck me, we're on a podcast.
Whatever.
Well,
Anyway.
Can't
you were
say.
saying-
Yeah, so we got into Denver, and I got a lot more comfortable.
Right.
Area's beautiful. I never want to leave, and I'm sad that we have to go.
I would agree. I think one, it seems like the paths to get around were easier than I anticipated, especially being right next to a big city.
Mhm.
Also, even in the big city, like the big city,
Yeah.
it was very easy to navigate.
It
to a
wasn't
certain extent.
congested.
Uh-uh.
We were talking about that last night. It wasn't congested like Philly is. Like we were riding the electric scooters,
Yeah,
which were
awesome.
dope.
that was sick.
Yeah.
That was
That
sick.
was so fun.
But doing that and then compared to Philly,
Where you're just
Well, first of all,
stuck.
I didn't know Uber or Lyft created those.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
got sponsored. It's Lime is the company that actually makes the Uber ones,
Yeah,
and Lyft has their own separate brand with, I guess, I'm assuming someone else who manufactures them.
yeah.
But they were lit as shit.
Yeah, they were sick.
Wait,
Dude.
what was confusing? Not confusing, but like, I was a little shocked by was like how prevalent they are. Like how many people are just on them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
dude, I
They
looked
were
at the app.
everywhere.
Such
looked
an
at the
easy form
app.
of transportation.
There is so many of just the Uber one. So I
Yeah.
only had the app,
Yeah, the
Excuse
lime
me.
one.
the Lime, and dude, there was easily probably close to 1,000 in the city,
Really?
and like surrounding the city. Yeah,
Wow.
Bro, what was wild is I feel like once someone, I forget who did it, I think it was Gio.
yeah. Gio
Figured out how
did
to work it, and then
yeah.
we realized how easy they were. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, it was Gio, then me, and then everyone else last night.
That was fun.
That was
But-
awesome. And
so
it was
we
like $8.
So we get here. We get here. What, Thursday? Wednesday?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Here Thursday, we go to Walmart, do all that kind of stuff, and then Gavin and I are working on something, so you guys will all see that completely unfold. And then Thursday we really didn't do much, kind of chilled out, and then
I feel like we did one thing Thursday, and I just can't remember it.
do we go to
Then we
eat?
went shopping.
No,
Food
we
shopping.
went. We went. Yeah,
Food
yeah.
shopping.
We
Was
went
that
to
the night
Walmart.
that me and Gio went to that exhibit?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
It was either
Meow
Thursday or
Wolf?
Friday. Yeah,
I think it was third.
it was one of them.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I think that was
No, it had to be Friday because Thursday we chilled in here until he had to go get Jay.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
Jason,
yeah.
Jason Flo.
Yeah.
Then
Um,
Friday came about. We got up. You and I found that cool ass gym.
Yeah.
It's called
Arm Bruce.
Arm Bruce.
That's his
Number
last
one
name.
Yeah,
Arm Bruce Pro Gym.
Nice.
that was a sick ass gym.
that place was
Yeah.
dope.
We went there and we kind of followed with the day, and then Friday we
Went out.
where did we go?
Saturday we went out.
Saturday we went out. Maybe. No. Friday was when me and Gio went out.
Yeah.
No, wait.
But before
Saturday
that,
we all went out.
Friday was when we went to the mountain.
No, Saturday was
it
when
not?
we went.
the lake. Wasn't that the lake?
The
We went to
lake,
the
yeah, that
frozen
was
lake?
Friday.
Yes, the lake.
That was Friday.
Yeah. And then Saturday was the concert.
That was sick.
Yeah, we went.
Wait, we went to the
Dick.
frozen lake on Friday.
Friday.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That was pretty cool.
that was. Whoa.
Whoa.
I have never seen a lake
Whoa.
for miles be frozen like that.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna start with you, Matt. What do you give me your highlight of the week and give me a low light of the week so far.
You already know my low light. You already know what I'm going to say. My highlight. That's hard, dude. My highlight, probably, this is going to sound corny, was that Thai place. That was probably single-handedly one of the best amount of food that I've ever eaten in my life.
That was some good
That
food.
English was not good, but it was phenomenal. When I tell you I ate that, and you guys know me, I don't really finish all my food.
He almost ate that plate clean.
Clean.
Genuinely.
Now,
I've never seen
the,
food disappear
the
so fast.
low light of my thing was burner. Oh my gosh, I have never been
from the concert.
from the concert,
Ugh.
bro. Listen, all love. You may never see this podcast, but dude, I'm telling you, if you have people out there at 30-degree weather, waiting to see people after you, be exciting.
Yeah.
Like the Little Strangers, I remember that name. They were funny. They were good. I was enjoying that.
They gave me
vibe.
Little Dicky vibes.
They did give me
Yeah.
little.
Is that what the name of those guys was?
Little
the Little
Strangers?
Strangers? The
Yeah,
I
first
remember,
act,
that.
right?
yeah,
Very first.
I remember
They
that
were
because they were
decent.
actually
Yeah.
really good, and I actually enjoyed them.
And then Marlon Craft.
Phenomenal. And then we saw him walk past us when we
Yeah,
were
that was weird.
chilling there.
Not weird,
Well, see,
but-
that's why I was so mad because, like, and that was my low light. But I don't want to take up too much of the time. But yeah, go ahead.
All right, so that was your highlight and your low light. Kev, what's your highlight and your
Oh,
low light?
God. I think we know my low light. But the highlight would... low light sucked.
So
Yeah.
low that he's not coming back.
No, definitely not. Highlight, I would say, is definitely the concert. That was a lot of fun. First time seeing Action Bronson. That's been a thing for me for the past couple of years.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, that was lit.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
We didn't
I
get to
wish
see
he
Wiz
played the whole
Khalifa.
night.
Dude, it was so cold. We didn't want
Yeah.
to stay for Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Gio and I saved
we
for
heard it.
2.5
We heard it
songs.
on the way down, and it honestly
That
didn't
was enough.
sound that good.
It was mid,
Definitely
bro.
more than enough for me. But the low light would have to be on the trip here, like the elevation changes. I felt like shit. And then going through that mountain to that lake, you guys damn well know this,
Yep.
that it was a shitty time for me. But once we got there, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of how it is for me too. Sometimes, like when every time I've gone to Six Flags, I'm always dreading it and like getting on the rides or whatever, and then I do, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And then
It's like,
and then-
dang, I'd love to do this every week. And
Yeah,
then the
and
next
then
time you go, you're like,
oh
why
my
am
God,
I doing
is-
this again?
This is the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
All right, Cody, give me your highlight and your low light of the week.
Is there something?
This
Yeah,
is
there's fries in the oven. Yeah. Low light, I'll put it as a twofer.
Okay.
Was burner. Terrible. Awful.
Okay.
Awful.
that was a shitty.
It was not good. Like if you're gonna have people in that cold of weather, at least bring some heat,
Right.
please.
Yeah.
And two was how long it took us to walk up that really short ramp
Yeah.
going up in the line.
Dude, yeah. Why was
When we came down, it was like, dude, this is like 10 feet. What are we even worried
Yeah.
about? Like, but on the way up, it was like we were standing there for a good 30 minutes
At
in that
least.
line.
Yeah. No, because we were.
That was
we were
crazy.
Like a foot a minute or a foot every 4 minutes.
Yeah. But then my highlight was honestly, I can't really. I mean, I'm gonna say probably the concert was the highlight.
Yeah.
'Cause that was awesome. Because that was actually my first concert. 'Cause
Was it really?
I've never been to a
both
concert
of you.
before.
What a hell of a place to be too, Red Rocks.
Yeah, one of the most famous
Dude.
outdoor music venues
Yeah.
across the country. Maybe even like natural spots, maybe even the world with
Yeah.
outdoor stuff. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was awesome experience. Genuinely.
Yeah, I would agree.
What about you?
So my low light of the week, I have like 10 that have like. Well, the only
Can we
things
hear
like,
them all?
Yeah. Well, no, the biggest things for me was just the cold, like at the concert.
Oh,
For
yeah.
me, it
Wasn't
was
that bad.
it was getting to the point like when. So I was excited for Action Bronson and Joey Badass, and it got to the point where like Action just comes on set, like on stage, and I'm already ready to go home. Like my legs, like stung with cold.
Yeah, it was my feet. I was at my toes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
same,
my ears were still cold. Like I was just at that point. I was having a good time, but the cold was slowly outpowering that, like overpowering that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just really the other thing was, I mean, the only other low light really real low light. It's just like it sucks like wanting to get out and like do stuff, but then it's like, dude, it's like I like this. Like the altitude messed with my head when we first got here, and then what do we do? And then after the concert, like every day since the concert, dude, it's been so rough trying to go places. Like everything is sore.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like you wake up, you're sore.
Yeah.
Because it was a lot of up and down and up and down and up and down. But my highlight, I would agree. I mean, for me, I would agree that the concert is definitely, pretty much like the big spectacle thing that we did. But I mean, I also really enjoyed going and seeing the sights yesterday.
Oh yeah, you guys went to a really cool spot over at Red Rock.
Yeah. No, it was beautiful. Like everywhere you turned, like 360, it was just the most crazy stuff I've ever
Red
seen.
Rocks is gorgeous. Yeah. It is probably one of my. And I've been to a lot of places. Like Red Rocks is number one. Like I remember when I came here years ago, I walked all the way down, got to check out like the whole park and everything. It was nothing compares. Nothing compares.
Yeah. So Jason and I actually went there 2 days in a row, as you guys know, to do hiking. But today, before we hiked, we went up into the amphitheater part.
Yeah.
And went all the way to the top, and the view was absolutely
it's
stunning.
Yeah.
It's
It was
amazing.
literally
Can't beat
breathtaking,
it.
and I don't mean that just because we're a mile high and the air is
Yeah.
thinner. But
Dude, he is on par with these dad jokes so far in this podcast. Like,
dude, you look out over the stadium, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
You can see
absolutely amazing.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite things at Red Rocks is if you go all the way down, you follow the trail. There's like this store, and I told you about this.
Yeah, we went in.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the Music Hall of Fame
wasn't
or
it so
whatever.
cool? Oh, yes,
Dude,
Music Hall
it
of
was
Fame.
so cool.
explain it.
So
for the
basically,
people
what
who
it
haven't been there.
is it's every single person that ever has played in Red Rocks, because it is so prolific across the world, not
Yeah.
even just the nation. People come to play there, and they'll take pictures and guitars and shirts and wigs if they have them or whatever it is, and they'll put it up. It's kind of like that deli place we went to, like where it's like
It's kind of like how every Hard Rock is across the country, where it has a bunch of
Yes.
different stuff like that, but a little bit different.
Exactly. And what it is they played there. So you can get merch and stuff like that. But it's so cool because these people played here. And it's one of the biggest natural places where you can go and play all along from like the studio setup and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It was.
If I remember correctly, they had like Elton John's piano in there or
Yes,
something like
they
that,
do.
which was really sick.
Yes.
Just to
Yes.
That's
see
awesome.
it. Yeah.
and it's,
Could you imagine watching him sing on that stage?
yeah.
Dude, it must have been amazing.
Yeah.
And most likely it wasn't recent. It was probably a decent amount of time ago that
Yeah.
piano was from.
Yeah, the piano looked very old.
So
Yeah.
if you think about it that way, it's even crazier.
Yeah.
Like in his prime, singing that.
It was. I remember when I went there. It was one of the best things I ever experienced.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go. That was cool.
Yeah, I'm very happy we all got to
Yeah,
go
dude, this
there.
was an awesome experience all the way around.
I wonder
Yeah.
if they have an elevator to get up there, because Action Bronson seemed a little out of breath when he was performing.
Well, remember he works out before every show behind backstage.
Yeah,
That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
maybe.
I'm sorry. He should have played the entire. I mean, I enjoy Badass.
Dude,
but,
Joey Badass put on a show.
Dude,
Yeah.
So
those
did
two
Action.
outshined Wiz Khalifa. So I stayed for at least 3 songs.
Yeah, how was it?
Honestly, I love Wiz. Like, I love his music, but mid. It was just
Really?
Yeah, like 2014, we were talking about this when we were walking down. If it was 2014, we would have stayed for Wiz, not even if we were
The
cold.
black and yellow era.
Yeah, Black and Yellow and Rolling Papers,
Yep.
and that was
basically
his height.
Yeah,
That was his
basically he
prime.
knew he was big, and he went.
Just took advantage.
I'm just gonna
of it.
yeah. And the thing was, is Action was he was gonna cry at some points. You know what I'm saying? And Joey Badass was just he was feeling you could follow.
He did
him
the
around
tribute
stage.
to XXX.
Yeah,
and
that was
and
really
you could
cool.
feel the
Yeah.
entire set. And Wiz just kind of came out and he was like,
Yup.
I'm Wiz Khalifa, and I'm
And
like,
he was probably
back
stoned out
Action.
of his mind.
Action played Terry, which was arguably one of his most emotional songs.
Yeah.
He was like,
He said he was
turn
gonna
this
cry.
shit off. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
He goes, you know what? Nah, it's fine. We'll do it anyways.
I loved how he went. I forget the words. What are
Yeah,
those?
And it
But-
restarted.
and then he
He's
walks
done that.
out and
He's
comes
done that
back.
a couple times at concerts, and sometimes it's for jokes too.
Yeah.
Just to fuck around because he wants to. It's like a stop where he gets everyone re-engaged that wasn't engaged at that point. It's
Which
a real
is-
quick breakup, and then everyone's like,
which is a cool
"Oh,
way to do
what's
it.
happening? Why is there no music?" and then he gets all the crowd engagement again, and he gets
Yeah.
it further than what he did the first time.
Yeah, Ashton, dude, I'm telling you, and because we got those tickets, I really didn't know much about him before, and I had to listen to some of his stuff. And you were right; he
Fuck,
is an
that's
acquired
delicious.
taste, but he is really good.
It is.
And the thing is because I got to learn a little bit about him, and then seeing him in person,
Yeah.
and like being as close as we were was, I could feel like he was emotional. He was doorknob. He was.
said it.
I just didn't want to
Get
say
ready.
And it was one of those things where it was like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm really looking at this man. Like, and to see everything he's put into it,
Yep.
it's so cool.
You can see all of the emotion that goes into what he does. And I want to put that into the Marlon Craft performance with the live band.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
It was, dude. That saxophone, yo, the guy playing the saxophone, he deserved all the
killed it,
awards
yeah.
on that.
I even texted Sky. I was like, "This dude has ripped a sax solo." Like, because me and her had joked about literally 2 years ago when we first started dating. We were showing her the sax guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And, you know, like, and so we were talking about. It was always like a running joke. Like whenever we saw a sax or something, we'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna rip a sax solo." Come to find out, he rips one. I was like, "Yo, this guy!" It was awesome. I was
See live music like that that's produced on stuff like this that's not technically real, but
Yeah.
it's real instruments,
Yeah.
obviously. But and then converted into a live band performance is always so much better.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they did
And
a
he
great
killed it.
job.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why blues are so popular. See, blues is such a universal, I think, expression of music or like style genre of music is because you can play like a blues. You could put a blues band in a bar. You could put them in a restaurant. You could put them in a concert. You could put them wherever you want, and it works. Can't say the same,
they will
about
kill
rap.
that.
Can't say the same about rock. Can't say the same about
Yeah, you can't rap in a bar.
dubstep. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Rap sometimes. There's a couple artists.
It has
Yeah.
to be 90s. 90% of it has to be
Yeah.
90s, early 2000s if you're going to play rap in a bar.
Otherwise,
but
if
the
you're
blues, Gavin wins on that. The blues
Yeah.
can be played in any
Blues
occasion
are
at any time.
yeah,
And it will slap.
yeah. And
Harder than
they,
some of
I
the
also
older kids?
think that they sound the best live. Like they would sound the best universally live because also a lot of the times too blues musicians don't try to replicate the same sound again.
No.
So they'll just go off of what they feel. So two concerts in 2 nights could sound completely different. You know what I mean?
By the same artist.
By the same
Yeah.
same band, same spot, same everything. But yeah, no, I think for my first concert, you know, it was funny that we went for the headliner. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna see Wiz, whatever. Didn't care. Like we left because I was so cold. My legs were on foot. Like my
Yeah.
legs hurt, and I was like, I want to go.
Well, your ankle doesn't help either at that point.
Well, that's what I mean. Like my
Yeah.
legs were shot, and then
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I just gotta
How
go.
about those 2 people in front of us? The guy
Oh,
and
the-
his wife.
No,
Madonna
listen.
Mia.
They were just having a good time. All right.
Yeah.
They were just
They were
enjoying
they were having a good time.
in their own way.
Absolutely.
In their
Gio
own
kept
way.
like saying stuff, and he would like turn around and be like,
Yeah.
Dude, at one point, did you guys see when he just threw up a fist to Gio?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I was like, all right,
I'm
man.
with you, brother.
and I was like, what the hell is that?
We are
Gio
one.
just happens to walk out at the same time.
We are one.
I'm with you, brother.
Woo.
But that literally is what he did. The guy that was in front of us at the concert, G. Oh, got it.
You are on camera. That wasn't needed.
What?
Talk
Okay.
about it later.
After.
Talk about it after.
But yeah,
Yeah.
So the concert ends. We're working up the next day.
All right, we don't need to go through the next day.
Okay, that's fine.
We did some stuff and we saw some
Scootering.
sights.
Sounds
That's
good.
it.
The highlight really was the scootering. That was so
dude,
fun.
the scootering was so fun.
Scooters were awesome.
Yeah.
But
Let's wrapping up here.
yeah, let's wrap it up.
Yeah. So this will air when we get back. Actually, probably like the day of or the day after. So, what are some things that I guess you and Gavin that you guys want to see on our way back?
Well,
Not
I
a
would-
tornado.
not a tornado. I would definitely like to stop back at Blue City Deli if we can.
Oh yes.
And then, maybe if we didn't even realize, maybe we passed like a cool spot, maybe like a cool mall.
We can also make a
Or-
list on the drive out.
Yeah,
On the drive back. Like, oh, hey, let's stop.
wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah, in like
At Indy Raceway while we're on our way.
right. I would
That
let
actually would be pretty
That would be
fucking
cool. Just just kind of play it by ear because there's no. I mean,
We forgot to do one thing.
what?
We
What?
forgot to go to the New Belgium Brewery. Remember we were talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
that? Like, literally the night that we packed the car.
Forgot.
Reggie.
Oh no, another Colorado trip has to happen. Oh no.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. The drive did get a little rough sometimes, but I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely. As
I
a whole,
would do that again.
Yeah,
I
maybe
mean,
I'll go
well,
through
this is my
Nebraska.
second time doing it, but no, like you were a fucking trooper, staying up, making sure I'm alive so I can get through that first 8
Dude, I
hours.
was up for like 23 hours.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I was up for so long.
That's. I wasn't up. I was close to that after driving because the wind.
Yeah.
I had to stay up with Matt. I was like just about to fall asleep, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, that
okay,
was-
we're doing this now. Cool.
So Kev,
I
what
would
else you
like
want?
to? I would like to think that if next time we drive and we're a little better prepared for the drive
Yeah.
and had maybe a couple more stops along the way,
Yeah.
I
Well,
would do it again.
Well, that's what we can also do
And
tomorrow
drinks.
morning is literally go
I'm
to
joking.
Walmart tomorrow morning and grab some stuff to make the ride a little bit better. You know,
That's fine.
not you,
Yeah, not me.
Yeah.
I'm just.
but
We're just talking out loud.
But listen, guys,
Yeah.
I just want to say one big thing, just for me personally, that I'm glad that I did this trip with you guys of all people.
yeah.
I've had the most fun that I've had on honestly any vacation, and I'm glad I did it with you guys.
Thanks, man.
No, genuinely.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. I think
Absolutely.
there's yeah, you guys are all right.
I mean,
Come at me.
no. Everyone else but Matt, I was
Call
completely
me
okay
Burner.
with.
No, I think it was. I think this trip was only going to be ever as fun as the people that came. You know what I mean? Like,
Came a lot.
I knew he was gonna say that. I literally said he's gonna make a really messed up joke.
dude. So the whole thing is falling. All right, the whole thing is falling apart. We need to wrap this the fuck
Yeah.
up. Yeah, it was great. I'm glad that we all did it.
Yeah, it was fun. I would do it again.
Well, boys, gentlemen, everyone out there, we will see you